Good morning. I had a rough night getting to sleep last night, but when I finally did, I had a dream and I want to document it before I forget it. But this is your typical journey dream, and Dad was there calling out for Faith, and she wasn't responding at all. And I look at Dad and said, "Well, she don't hear you." And Dad looked at me kind of like he knew better but was going to prove a point, and got really loud, and still absolutely no response whatsoever. And I thought, man, she had to have heard that. I'm going to go get her. So I start walking the maze behind her and got right in behind her and said, "Hey, Dad's calling you. Dad's calling you. Dad's calling you." I repeated a few times, never even acknowledged my existence, and finally got right in her ear and said, "Hey, Dad's calling you." Still nothing. I reached out and kind of slapped her on the arm, and she turned and said, "I can't respond or I'd compromise my principles." And that kind of caught me off guard, and I kind of made a smart alecky comment about principles, intelligence, and go back and see Dad. And she did, and then they started working together in a ministry that he was working on and needed her help. And I went back onto my path, and then the dream sort of started over, same concept but different players, and it was all kind of like a maze. You're going down a maze, somebody's calling, you finally listen, you help somebody else. I go down my own path in all this kind of thing after I kind of bring a connection together. But see, that's where this dream is fading. There was a more pointed detail right there, and I'm just losing it as far as that, because it repeated like 4 or 5 times the same concept. And then finally I woke, and I wanted to get as much of it recorded as I could before I just totally lost it. And sometimes I wonder too, because dreams fade so fast, if they're not ministering to your spirit, is the first priority, and maybe if there ever is another priority of getting it out, that would be more on a secondary basis. I'm not sure, but I just know that was a hard one to hold on to, so I got as much of it out as I could. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I'll blab at you later. Bye.